Franchise up in here. What's up, brother?
I'm coolin', man. I'm coolin'. Just happy to be here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We happy to have you, bro. You know what I mean? Somebody I've been following for a long minute, man. Been grinding on the Pittsburgh scene, you know. Always had them lyrics and shit, you know. My dude, happy to have you here, bro.
Let's start from the beginning, bro. So you from Braddock, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Braddock, Pennsylvania to be exact.
Braddock, PA.
What was it like growing up in Braddock, man?
I mean, to be real, it's a rough place, you know what I mean? But all in all, it's small. So at the same token, everybody know each other.
Yeah.
Families is like linked up, you know what I mean? It's like a strong 4 families, which like, if that ain't your cousin is messing with her, and that's going to be your cousin or something like that. So for the most part, man, it was together, you know what I mean? It was little shit like little scuffles and certain things you go through as growing up in the ghetto. But for the most part, man, it was good, you know what I mean?
Where you from in Braddock?
I'm from Helena. It's like the Kizzy Hill section of it, you could say, I guess, you know what I mean, to make it more noticeable for people or whatever. But
right,
yeah, I'm from Helena. Like, I'm real close to Rankin, for real. My front porch is in Braddock. You look in the backyard, you can see the steps to the Hawkins Village. So
okay, I
was real close.
I know what you mean. Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So
like growing up in Braddock, was there any influences in Pittsburgh to get you into rapping?
Yeah, man. When I was growing up, just first start playing around with it for real. There was a group around my way, Royalty. Actually, my man Vinny Radio, his brother, his big brother was in the group, Royalty. They was dope. They influenced us. There was another group, Ghetto Bread. Shout out my man Bird. They was doing it. They was like the street dudes from Braddock, where, you know what I mean, they was talking like that street talk.
Yeah, I remember.
Royalty was more like the dudes like us, you know what I mean, like spitting and doing things like that. But for the most part, coming up from Braddock, like I said, it was Ghetto Bread and Royalty. And to be honest, I was on heavy Scorching Hot, for real. Because like at the time, back in the day, there was a lot of Hale dudes coming through. You know what I mean? Coming over there, getting money, messing with shorties and all of that. So they was spreading that Hill District music over there. So Scorching Hot, Royalty, and Ghetto Bread was like the first local dudes I really like knew about, like far as like being able to pay attention and understand what niggas is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
At what age did you like pick up the mic? Like what?
I started really messing around with it like summer 01.
Okay.
But I ain't really get serious with it till like, I put out my first little project in like summer of 04. So from like 01 to 04, I was real just doing tracks, building up shit just to try to actually put out something. And like I said, my first joint came out in like 04. So like I said, I picked it up in 01, but it didn't really get serious till 04 for real.
Okay.
So like growing up in Braddock, how did that mold you? Like what type of person was you? Was you in the streets? Was you like rapping? I mean, of course rapping, but I'm saying, was you in the streets as well? Did it like
Nah, man, to be honest, like on some real shit, like I dabbled around, you know what I mean, with little street shit here and there. But never enough where I could be like, yeah, I'm in the streets and all like that, you know what I mean? I did my fair share of dirt and little shit like that. But for the most part, like I said, I grew up with my mom, my 2 brothers at the time, and for real, my grandma. We lived next door to my grandma, for real. So growing up, like, you know what I'm saying, I had a real good upbringing for the most part. I wrestled and shit growing up, played football for a couple years and shit like that.
Yeah, you wrestled what, like high school? I
wrestled in like, it was like Junior Olympics, what they call it. It's like midget league of wrestling, basically.
Oh, okay.
So it was when I was like, I wrestled from like, I think, I wrestled for 3 or 4 seasons. So it was like from like 10 to 12, or maybe a little younger than that. I might have been like 9 to 11 or something like that.
Yeah. Around that time, in 01, when you first started rapping, was it like, yo, this is what I got to do from here on out, I got to make it, or did you have like a backup plan? Like, I might still want to go to college, I might want to be this in life? Like,
to be honest, at that time, I for real was super sold on football. Like, I was trying to get better at football and really go to like a D1 school, you know what I'm saying, to play ball and shit. But I really just started picking up the mic because Vinny Radio, he was in a group. Him, my man Chemical, another one of my homies, Big O Latson, they was in a group together. So I just was around them, and kind of taking game off of them and just throwing little verses in there, little slick shit at the beginning of the intros and all of that, and gradually just fell into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What position was you in football? What you play?
I played corner and receiver.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was your focus. Was you all right?
I'm gonna keep it real, yeah. I'm gonna keep it real.
No, we had to ask that.
No, for sure. The thing about me was, look, I always took things like half-ass serious. You know what I mean? Like, until I get that confidence, or until somebody be like, "Oh, you nice," or that's when I start really kind of taking it serious. So with football, At first, I was like Deion Sanders. I lock anybody down, prettiest nigga on the field, but I ain't trying to tackle you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and another thing is like, growing up as a kid, a lot of people have this problem playing football. I see a lot of kids go through it. My son went through this. A lot of kids don't trust their pads, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, people be afraid to get ran over. People be afraid to get hit hard. But if you think about it, it's like, in football, it's like, I mean, you got to think strategically, but you can't really think. It's like, you got to look at it like, everybody on this field is suited up the same way as you. It's like, if he's hitting like this and he's doing it the proper way, you ain't going to get hurt. It might sting you real quick, but it's like, you know what I mean? You got to trust your pads. So for a while, I didn't trust my pads, but I got real good my last year of football.
Nice.
And when we was going up, when I was coming in the 10th grade, I went to Woody High. You know, we used to beat on Penn Hills.
Oh, man. I knew that was coming.
We used to going into camp in 10th grade. 2 weeks before we went up, they went up to Twin Echoes. I fucked up my ankle in a pickup game. And from there, I just stopped playing ball, started skipping school in 10th grade, and you know how that go.
Y'all had 55,000 niggas to pick the team from, so y'all should have beat us. Goddamn, man.
Rankin, Braddock, Swissville.
Yeah, 17 neighborhoods
Turtle
to pick
Creek.
the team from. Goddamn. But, nah, man, but, I mean, growing up in Braddock, you know, I hear that from a lot of people. It was like, you know, the streets, ball, or rap. Like, you know, and you went to go the rap route. Like, you know, when you put out that first one, how was the reception from that first one that made you want to keep going? Or
like I said, when I put out the first one, it was still when I was still in what he had for real. And like I said, I was just doing shit with Vinny and them.
Yeah.
And when I put it out, it was wild because simultaneously as I put that out, Vinny and that group he was in, they split. You know what I mean? And like I said, after football, I stopped going to school. Kimmy stopped going to school. So Vinny was the only one still going to high school. So he kind of fell off of rapping for a minute. You know what I mean? Where he partying, doing shit a high school nigga would do, you know what I'm saying? And we just out here skipping school, getting drunk, getting high. Me and Kimmy writing songs, but in different places. So like, for real, from there, it was just like, once I dropped the main event, that's what it was, the main event. Once I dropped that, I started getting love from like a lot of people. Like, damn, like, bro, you should have been on more tracks with Vinny and them. Like, we ain't know you was rapping like that. Like, and like I said, it was wild because at that time they was falling off. So that was like my engine to be like, oh, all right, well, now I'm gonna pick up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Around what year was the main event?
That was summer of 2004. I put that out.
Summer of 04?
Yep.
Okay.
Would you say it was harder, like, to gain exposure back then, at that time, as a rapper, than now?
Yeah and no, because like I said, I believe in quality too. I always was big on like putting out something with like personal beats, you know what I mean? Going to an actual studio, so that did a lot for me, you know what I mean? I wasn't the most polished or nothing. I always had something to say, but I wasn't always polished, but the quality was so good, so it's like most of the time when I was playing stuff to people, they was liking it and into it, but I just don't think we had what we have now back then, you know what I mean? There wasn't art like us. There wasn't Nige, there wasn't Brennan doing the podcast, there wasn't like avenues like this where we could really expose it and really get it out to the people that way. I mean, that got a lot to do with like social media and just technology advancing too.
The only thing was handing someone your mixtape, right? It's the only thing.
Back then, yeah.
Yep.
And back then, getting a song on the radio was huge. Like, you know, if you get
real talk. We used to skip school when Whammo was down here. Chemical, my man was in a one of them little online rap contests. We used to skip school, and you know, Ime Alaquiva, he used to engineer. We used to skip school. We'd be down here at 7:30, 8 o'clock, banging on his shit, trying to record in that little shit for his chemicals competition. So
the competition?
Yeah, it was just like they used to do back in the day these online rap competitions where it was like you would battle somebody, you know what I'm saying? Where like they would like judge y'all tracks one another, you know what I mean? And he ended up
Battle the Beats. Is that what it was?
Something like I don't know if it was called Battle of the Beats because it was like it wasn't even Pittsburgh based. It was like some shit because he was battling some dude from out of Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Then he lost to some dude from like Jersey or something like that. I can't remember so long, but yeah, like they used to do competitions like that. Like I said, we used to come down, skip school, and come down and record them shits.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when like I know you did the solo thing, you know, but when did you and Vinny like step off and do your own thing?
We started doing our thing. We got a mixtape that we actually scrapped. It was the first shit we decided to do.
Okay.
That was in 2008. We never put it out, but like I said, that been my man ever since stepping into this and even before. So we had always planned to do something together just because the chemistry we got together, you know what I mean? But like I said, it actually came together. We in '08, but we never put it out. But then 2011 is when we put the first come up project out ever. That was the In Good Hands, all with Big Jerm beats.
Okay.
That was the first joint we ever did as a come up as a group.
So you got to the point where you've been collaborating with Mac. You collaborated with Mac Miller a couple of times.
Yep.
When did that come about? Like, how did you meet Mac? And
I actually met him. It was like 2000. This might have been 2007. No, this was 2008. I want to say. There was a club out Tarentum. It was called Club Galaxy. This is when it was like an old ass skating rink out there, and Wiz was out there opening up like every weekend. Wiz, and he'd bring S Money, and then there was another dude, I can't remember his name. He was a dude from Pittsburgh, but he moved to Atlanta. He had like a different type of swag. I can't remember his name, but we used to go out there and kick it. And one night we was out there and the club got flushed out, so I was out there like selling my mixtape, and this is the time I had put out The Perfect Storm, Braddock Spokesman. So I'm out there handing out mixtapes, This little short white kid come through, like, yo, what's up, man? You franchise and shit? Yeah, what's up with you, bro? He like, yeah, yo, I heard your shit, man. It's super dope. Like, yo, my name Easy Mac. I'm like, yo, yeah, I think I heard of you, like, cause I just had heard of him buzzing. So I'm like, yeah, I heard of you, yo. He's like, yeah, yo, man, we putting together a mixtape, me and Beatty. Yo, you should get on it. I'm like, all right, no doubt. Send me a beat. You know how it'd be weird, cause a lot of dudes, I'll meet people out here. Niggas will always say, oh, I'm gonna send you a beat, we gonna get on something. Right. I don't never hear nothing. He literally sent me a beat the next day. He was like, yo, if you got it written, come through this Saturday, we recording it. I came through. They was super fucking with me. And they was putting something together at that time, the Eastern Empire. Shout out to my man, Willie Whips. It was Beatty, Mac, and Ghosty. He was in the 58s with me. I met them. They loved me. I told them about Vinny. They sent him a record to get on that same day. I brought him back the next week, and from there we was like fucking with each other. That was when like Mac was like 15. We was like 20 at the time.
Okay.
Oh, so Easy Mac with the cheesy raps.
Yep. Yep.
I never knew that story. That's wild. I never knew that.
Yep.
I like from listening to your projects from day one. I always like your beat selection, and I know you fuck with Big Jerm a lot. Like, how did that relationship come about?
Brick Diggler, Town Bomb, for real. When I was just after, because like I said, The Perfect Storm, Braddock Spokesman, that was like my first official project where I started getting love like in the city of Pittsburgh, not just like in Woodland Hills. Like the main event, that was like Woodland Hills popular and Braddock. You know what I'm saying? But The Perfect Storm came out November 2007.
What was the song off? Was it like your big joint off of that?
See, I did that one was like all instrumentals. Okay. I had like 2 Giuliano beats on it that got love. Bezel Got a Bezel and Out to Get That Cheese was on that. Then was the Giuliano beats. But then what really was big off that, I went over that you remember that old Poster Boy beat, that Jurassic Harlem?
My name is Poster.
I had one called Jurassic Pittsburgh where I just went through and shouted out like all the hoods in Pittsburgh, and that's when niggas from like Homewood, the Hill, Northside was like, yo, you nice, like fuck with that. And it's really like the most regular shit, but niggas love when you shout some shit out. So for sure. I started clicking from there, and after I put that together, I'm like, this next project, I'm trying to get my own beats, like some shit that's mine, like I'm trying to craft some shit. So Sayaz was in the service at the time, living in Arizona. He would send up beat packs, and at that time, what Brick would do was burn a disc CD of like 5 to 10 beats from like Sayaz, Big Jerm, or anybody who was around the city coming up trying to make beats. So he gave me some Big Jerm beats this one time. No lie to you, it was like 8 beats. I called Brick in like 30 minutes, like, I want every beat on that tape.
It was all fire.
It's fire. That's my type of lane. That's where I'm trying to take. This next shit, yo, I got a link with Big Jerm. Yeah. Met him like 2 weeks later. He gave me Jerm gave me another beat CD, and for real, it been on since then.
It was on.
10 years strong with that dude, Big Jerm, man.
I see Big Jerm all on up and down your last project. What corner of the market? Let me see how many songs Big Jerm's on. Let me see.
Yeah, he got what, 3?
He got 2, but he engineered the whole project.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Got my man Ty Miller on there.
Yep. That's family, man. Ty Miller.
Joe
So,
Callum.
man, yeah, Joe.
He was up
Callum.
here.
Oh yeah, I saw that too, man. Shout out to the Chill God, my man Pet Zebra.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. So this came out a year ago.
Yep.
Corner the Market. Came out a year ago.
22nd.
What was the motivation behind this project?
Man, for real, just like I said, being big on the quality, man. Like, I really be trying to step it up, and I'm not saying like do some crazy shit every time I do some shit. I mean, I'm trying to make good music every time I do it. But with this one, I was like thinking about it, like, cause I hadn't done solo shit since Henny and Hayes was like my last biggest solo thing. That was a double disc. I put that out in 2010, and I had a little tape, a little EP I dropped like beginning of 2014 that kind of went under the radar because we didn't promote it the right way. So a lot of people just didn't catch it, and I couldn't promote it just from being on the road a lot at that time and not having the right time to sit down with it.
You was touring?
Yeah, at that time, yup.
Was you touring by yourself or with someone or?
No, I was at that time. I was touring with I was touring a lot with Mac at that time.
Okay.
We toured with Mod Son. Shout out to him. And other than that, we was doing like little one-offs. Like we did some shit in Toronto with like Flatbush Zombie, Smoke Dizza. We did something down Miami with Sir Michael Rocks, Casey Veggies, and Rocky Fresh. So we was just doing like little one-off things like that in between like the lengthy tours and all that.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Anyway, podcast back. So like we said, we talking about the Corner of the Market. Who are some of the people on this project you like working with, like good chemistry wise? You know what I'm saying? You want to shout out that you want to work with again or anything? Producers wise, rapper wise?
I mean, off top, Vinny Radio and Chemical, them is my brothers.
Shout
They
to
always gonna be
Chemical.
always down on my shit. Big Jerm, of course. Ty Miller, my man. Shout out my brother Dude Bloke. He's a dope artist too, out of Braddock too.
Okay.
If y'all know about him. Shit. I like working with Pet Zebra. I got something in the cut with PK too.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that off real soon.
Okay.
But for real, man, most of the people on there is like family shit, so
Yeah.
it's always good chemistry for the most part, you know what I mean, with the people I chose.
And Donuts is the single that's popping right now off of this one.
Yep.
Okay. I saw the video for it. I fuck with the visual.
Appreciate it,
Yeah.
man. We built that up too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who shot that?
David Newberry, my man, Beyond Dreams.
Okay.
I've been working with him a lot lately,
Yeah.
real closely on the visuals. Like I said, we've been trying to make some cinematic shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's been taking me a little longer too, because like I noticed like with like trap rap, like, and I'm not disrespecting it, but like
Yeah.
it's like the wave now where it's like people always, my niggas always be like, man, you gotta keep dropping videos like them niggas, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, my wave is a little different where like they so in demand, people just want to hear as much of that shit as possible, so they gotta drop videos and gotta drop, because a lot of the times the videos and the music is usually the same, but people who like that lane just want to see that. They just want to see that shit consistently.
Right.
But my shit is a little different because it's like, you know, it's Pittsburgh. Some people fuck with it, some people don't. Some people take it lightly. So it's like, I got to think my shit out a little bit too, you know what I mean? I don't want to just throw anything out there visually, you know what I mean? So I be really trying to think of little treatments and little spicy shit to make the videos look nice.
Anybody on the rap scene right now you want to work with?
Locally or like industry or what?
Both.
Yeah, man, I'm down to work with anybody in the city. I like Flatline Izzy a lot. I think that nigga be spitting. I like Stunner Too Fly. I been like him. That nigga crazy.
Yeah.
Reese Youngin, like I said, I like his energy. I was chopping it up with him when he was a little younger and shit, but I like his energy. For the most part too, I'll just be really working with my team. Like I said, the Braddock on Broadway shit, like Dude Bloke, Fresco Savon, Vinny Radio, Will Fowl, Poke Papers and shit like that. But in the industry, I like Dave East. I'm starting to like Lil Uzi Vert a lot.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like with them niggas, like the newer cats like him and y'all, you know, I found myself hating them at first. Not hating them, but like, man, I don't like these niggas. But then I be out in the clubs or you be feeling groovy and they'll start hearing
It's the
some shit.
vibe.
Like, that shit, no, that's right.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I
love
fuck
Henny?
with that. So like, yeah, exactly. And I like Lil Uzi. I'm starting to like him a lot more. I'm starting to like Lil Yachty a lot more. Who I like a lot is NBA Youngboy. He's a sleeper to me.
Yeah.
I like him. He sounds kind of like a young Kevin Gates to me a little bit.
Yeah, I like Kevin Gates.
Yeah. NBA Youngboy. I heard like one song. I don't even remember what it's called. I like NBA Youngboy.
Man, he picking up, man. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Thugger too. That's the one people don't think I would like, but I like Thug, man. He got a real melodic flow, and like if you really be paying attention to what he say, if you listen, a lot of people are like, I can't understand, man. I be like in the dissect shit, bro. I won't lie, bro. I'll go up and look niggas' lyrics up and really see if they saying that shit. And he do be saying some shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like he do be saying some shit in that mumbled ass flow.
Yeah, and some people be like,
shit.
yo, I know what that nigga be saying. Like, I be like, how can't you rap genius? You got to rap genius.
You got
like,
to.
Yeah.
That's funny.
With you being such a lyricist, man, like hearing you say who your newcomers that you like are, it kind of threw me back a little bit, man. Who's some of your top 5 of all time? Let me ask you that.
Damn, that's hard. I mean, in no order, I could just give you off top. Video be like, yeah, Thug is GOAT. Thug. Off top, man, I gotta say Jay-Z, because like
the GOAT.
Yeah, and in the era I came up in, who was the flyest nigga, the dopest nigga with the bar. So this is no order, but Jay-Z is one of them. Biggie's in there.
Okay.
I'll have to say Nas is in there, even though his ear for beats sometimes kind of killed me.
Trash.
Kind of killed me.
Nas had trash beats.
Greatest lyricist, but his beats was a little fucked up. I'm gonna say DMX is a sleeper because he's GOAT. And
shout out to the dog.
Damn. Prodigy, R.I.P. Prodigy.
Ooh, yeah, that's my dude. R.I.P. to the
H&IC.
No doubt. Yeah. Definitely. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming through, bro.
What's next, man? What you got coming up next? Like overall, everything.
Shit, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a year on the 22nd. The Corner of the Market came out. So it's still Corner of the Market season. I'm just still campaigning with that. Probably gonna drop another visual or 2 this year. I'm gonna put out the new EP in like March, April. I'm gonna put out a compilation, Braddock on Broadway compilation, where it's like me and a couple other people from around the way and shit. I'm trying to present that a nice way. And then in the summer, like right at the beginning of the summer, I'm gonna try to drop a mixtape with like over like all 90s and early 2000s beats, millennium music.
That'll be hard.
That'll be
super hard.
I'm gonna just throw that out for the culture. You feel me? Like,
that'll be hard.
Just straight bars. I'm gonna use the same concept. I was thinking about going over that Brandy that Wanna Be Down.
Yeah,
keep her hook at the end of it and just rap on that concept, like shit like that.
We need all that. We need all that.
Because ain't no one doing that. And like,
yeah, man.
And someone who's gonna do that have appreciation for that era.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't come up here mumbling. You can't do that mumble rap shit.
Yeah. Exactly. See, I got something ill I'm gonna spark it off with too. I just gotta get in the booth and do it. My birthday is coming up on the 8th of December. I got a Jackin' for Beats I'm gonna drop to like kind of like promo that. You know what I mean? Right. But it's like the Jackin' for Beats is like 10 minutes, but I did it from like all beats from like this era.
Okay. Word. Right. That's what's up. Well, we got some things to look out for the future.
We're gonna 2 questions. First, where could they follow you? You know what I'm saying? Like the SoundCloud, all the pages,
social
Instagram,
media,
Twitter.
Shout it out.
SoundCloud.com/thecome-up. Twitter @franchise15104. Same thing for Snapchat, franchise15104, and Babyface Don D on Instagram.
Yeah. All right.
And I'll say to like New Wave podcast listeners who never heard you before, what's something you would tell them to go listen to? I mean, obviously the Corner of the Market, but like anything else in particular?
Henny and Hayes. Henny and Hayes is one that like I said, that came out in 2010, got a lot of love. And shit, that's when I really started picking up for real.
Okay.
New Wave podcast. We're ending franchise up in here. Brunny, we about to get to these bars in a minute, man.
Yep.
You know, every time a rapper come up here, I really appreciate when they freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, I really appreciate it. There's been a lot. Some I didn't ask. Some I asked. They didn't. I ain't gonna say who, but
if you didn't get asked, there was a reason. Let's just call it.
I ain't gonna say all that. There's maybe a couple of times I might have forgotten or whatever, but we about to get to these bars. New Wave podcast. Follow franchise. Just told you, Babyface Don on IG.
Yep.
Brennan BLH _412 and me @Naj McDaniel.